I tend to find that like most people, 80, 90% of people thinking about perseverance versus quitting, what they're really missing is the emotional component. So what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Where does this emotion come from? Now, here's the really important question. Once we get through those, how do you convert from an emotional decision to an emotion being a part of a decision? I want to stop making emotional decisions, but I want my emotions to be a part of my decision-making apparatus. So how do you make that conversion? And the key question to ask yourself is, what is this emotion telling me to do? Right? So instead of just listening to it, you add this kind of step in the middle, which is to think, okay, remember, emotions are two things. They're sources of information and they're sources of motivation. So what is this emotion telling me when I feel really frustrated with this relationship or I feel hopeless at my job? Because remember, emotions are limbic, okay? What that means is that they act fast. They're very intuitive. And you don't know like exactly why you feel that way, but there's all kinds of processing that is going on in your brain that generates the emotion. So if y'all ask these questions, the emotional decision-making will become way, way, way better, healthier. You won't be ignoring your emotions. You'll be thinking about the information. You'll be thinking about the motivation. And the most important thing is then if you make a decision, if it's not based on the emotions, then the decision will persist because the moment the emotion goes away, the decision will change. Make sense?